Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, just bashing my light. Hang on a sec. This room is very snug, and I'm sure it wouldn't be nowhere near as snug if I was skinny, but you know, not. And I said to Gary yesterday, right, as I walked around the kitchen, and my butt caught the chair for the 20 millionth time that it's happened, and moved the chair as I went by, and I just went, oh, it really annoys me when my giant butt catches the chair. And he says, I happen to like your butt, and do you know what, it's not even that big. That's what really annoys me. It just makes me feel like it is, even though it's not really that big, you know. Poor Joan, what's happened to your hat? Doesn't look quite as festive as it did. Speaking of festive, I have my Jean-Luc Picard Christmas t-shirt on where it says make it snow, but the trouble is it doesn't snow, does it? We just get rain and rain all day, and rain and rain. Not today though, but yesterday. Oh, was it yesterday? I've lost track. The day that everybody had the beautiful snow, we just had evil rain all day long, and apparently it's coming back. But it has been absolutely freezing cold today, and I've noticed it even though I've not gone out, because the house is taking, well, the heating's staying on longer, you know, and it's taking more to warm it. And when I have gone out to get the cat or the postman, I don't have to get him. He comes in and we do the parcel thing. But it's been bitter, absolutely bitter cold. And I went out into the yarn van quite late last night, packing orders that I'd got so that they could all go today. And then I came in and I suddenly thought, oh, better do the postage. I finally finished work at midnight last night, and I'd worked all day. And then Martin came and sort of had a bit of a break in between, and then I had a little chat with Gary, and then I got back stuck in again, and so I felt like I'd worked all day long and all night. But you get them like that sometimes. You get days like that. Even though it's not like work. You know, you do have time off for lunch and watching the soaps and that sort of thing. But it was quite a full-on day yesterday. And then today, I thought, right, well, I've got some yarn to show you all. So I did that video, and oh my God, some of it is beautiful. It really is. Perhaps I should have got more of some of them, I think. Well, they're only, you know, it's only a little order away. But so yeah, I did that, and I was going to film my swatch video, but I've had a bit of a problem, and that is that I can't remember which ones some of them belong to. When you get yarns that are very similar, and you kind of don't keep that attached with the yarn band, most of it's attached with the yarn band. But then you think, was that one? Or was it that one? It could have been. It could have been that one. So yeah, it's like, but I will remember. I will sort it out. But today, I have had a stinking headache all day long. Now, the other day, I bashed the top of my head there. As I told you about this, I said, well, at least it won't kill me. And I stood up and bashed my head, which could have killed me, which I thought was quite a strange thing. And I'm thinking, well, if I suddenly die, you all know it's because I bashed my head, and it was a bit of a whack. So if I do, you know, suddenly pop off, you'll know why. Oh, my face will explode. But I don't know. I felt a bit sneezy as well. So whether I am actually coming down with something, or the threat of something, or if it's just the weather changing and me having a headache. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, where did that come from? Have a little nap. Hang on, I'm all right now. I'm only joking. But yeah, where did that yawn come from? Goodness gracious. And sometimes when I talk, I say certain things, and I think it's on the same kind of tone as a yawn, and I make myself yawn. There's a song, I think it's by the Lighthouse Family, that if I sing along to it, I can't stop yawning, because the tone of it is on the yawn tone. and it's well, basically most of the Lighthouse Family songs are on the yawn tone, and if I sing them, they make me yawn every time, every single time. Do you know, perhaps I should play that at bedtime? You know, when I can't sleep. I'm going to try that next time I can't sleep. Sing away. It's like, maybe it'll work. I don't know. Perhaps I might have to try it. I didn't sing it, obviously, because obviously, you know, copyright and that. Not that it would sound anything like the Lighthouse Family, but you just don't know with this YouTube thing. Anyway, I put the yarn on. I said, oh, when I know I put the yarn video on and I hadn't done it. So I thought, right, okay, let's get it done. So I did that, and I'm not happy about some of my pictures. If you look at the Boho Spirit yarn that I have, I've got a lot of different ones. And some of the pictures around, and some of them are rectangular and some of them are square. I want them all the same. And so that's a heck of a chunk of work to do, to kind of make all of those pictures the same on such a lot of different yarns. But I don't like them looking ununiform like that. Sometimes I look and I've got one that's maybe, they're all round, and there's one that's bigger than the others, and I think, oh, it's really not worth changing that. They're all round. But these are not. Some are round, some are square, some are rectangular. But, you know, they're all representative of the colours that they are. The only one I'm not absolutely enthralled about is Vamp. The Boho Spirit Vamp. I think I need to get a better picture or take one. Every time I look up, my face explodes. I think, you know, Joyce needs a bit of a... Joyce? It's Joan. Goodness gracious. See? That knock on the head. It's really done me in. Poor old Joan. Sorry, Joan. Anyway, that's Gary's mum's Joyce. My mum was Joan. I can see a fight coming. Fight! 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 Sorry. Calm down. I don't know who'd win that. Both quite feisty women. Just saying. Although mine was, you know, I wouldn't put it past her to fight dirty. You never met my mother. Think yourselves very lucky there. She probably would have, I would have said, Mum, come and say hello to my YouTube buddies. And she'd have probably come in and been rude. Especially in later years. She was just, I'm not doing that. You know. She would have done something to embarrass me, I know it. Bless her. Thinking about my mum a lot lately. And my dad. Oh, I suppose it's silly season, isn't it? As we used to call it when I worked for the ambulance service. Christmas, silly season. Everybody goes a bit bananas. All those people that, you know, didn't have a good Christmas when they were young and all that. It's a horrible time of them. Gary and I went in for a Nando's the other day. When we went to the cinema, because we were going to see that mystery one. Yeah. Enough said about the mystery one, but we were going to see that, and it was at a time, so Gary said, well, I won't really have time to cook, and I thought, he doesn't normally when he's at work anyway, you know what I mean? So he said, but you know, we won't really have time for dinner. And I said, okay, well, we'll go in Nando's and we'll have the fully loaded chips, because it's really nice. It's a dish with chips, and you get chicken pieces and cheese and all sorts piled on, like nachos, except they're chips, not nachos, you know, and they're really, really nice. So I said, well, you know, we're just going there and have that. I had chicken thighs with mine. I couldn't eat them because it was just so filling. So there was a kind of homeless person sitting outside, right against the wall as you go in, and he always seemed to have lots of people talking to him, because he was there the other day. And so when we was in there, Gary said, what should we do for him? So I said, well, I always, you know, if I see a homeless person, I like to buy him food, really. So he's when the waitress came over, He said, do people feed the guy out there? And so she said, oh yeah, people are very kind. People bring in blankets and gloves and hats and scarves and all sorts of stuff. So, and yeah, they take him food out. So he said, what does he like? You know, what do they get him? She said, mostly the people just buy him like a burger and chips. Obviously it's a chicken one. So Gary bought him one and took it out and gave it to him. And he was really, really grateful and said, you know, thanks, everything else. But when we came to leave, he was packing up. It's like, maybe he has a nicer place to go of an evening. I don't know, actually more sheltered or something. But he was out there in all the rain. And so I thought, I'm going to make him scarves and stuff. You know, I used to do that. You know, I did a tag one year where we made blankets and stuff for the homeless. And so I thought, well, you know, I might, next time that I go and see him, I'll take him a few things to keep him warm, perhaps. But yeah, I can remember there was there was a guy that was all, he looked like Father Christmas, funny enough, and he was always in the bins, you know, around the same sort of area years ago, and I gave him money. But there was a young boy that used to be a travel agent called Lun Polly, and he used to sit in the alley next to this Lun Polly, and you have to walk through there when you come. You don't have to, there's plenty of other ways you could go, but you walk through there to get to the shops. And my kids, they were little, they went to McDonald's, so we were on our way, and as I walked through, he asked for money, and I said, I won't give you money, but I'll be back. And I bought them dinner, and then I got him food and took it back. I said, I'm not going to give you money, but here, I will feed you. And I gave him his food and drink and everything else, because, you know, you just don't know, especially with a young person like that, if the reason that they're out on the streets there is drugs. And I didn't want to be responsible for him dying or anything like that. And when I said to Gary, I said, you know, if you give him money, that he might go and buy drugs with it. And he went, well, at least he'll be happy. I trust Gary to say that. He's at least he'll be happy out there. Anyway, enough of that. It's very sad, and especially this time of year. And as I said to Gary while we were in there must be shelters. You know, there must be I know that there was a place up the other end of town that, you know, deals with homelessness and stuff like that. So it must be kind of shelters, especially at Christmas, surely. I know when the Conservatives put them in so that nobody would be on the streets during COVID and then at Christmas and stuff like that. And we had, when they were in, we had these warm spaces as well. Why am I frozen? My picture froze. I looked Chinese. It was like, didn't happen again. I was just very still. What on earth happened there? I don't know if it might still be like it for you. That was a bit of a shocker. I looked up and I forgot what I was saying. Put me right off my stride. Oh yeah, we had these warm spaces that you could go to, and if you couldn't afford to heat your home, because you know that everybody had a lot of fuel poverty and everything with the war in Ukraine sending up all the prices. So there was all these warm spaces you could go and sit and chat and get cups of tea and soup, stuff like that, to be warm all day, so you didn't have to sit in a cold house. So you think, well, there must be stuff, maybe not in it. I mean, after all, this Labour government, all they want to do is kill us all. Like, they've already got rid of the winter fuel allowance for the old people. Maybe that, you know, just looking to see us all off, perhaps. Who knows? Cheers. I'm going to drink my tea before it gets cold. Oh, that's nice. I'm in a bit of a funny mood, aren't I? Headache, talking about homelessness. I thought it was so funny. I looked up. It was a bit shocking. It was a bit alarming. But the numbers are moving and the face looks like it's actually moving. So hopefully, I wonder if it froze on the playback. That's quite funny. It might not have froze for you, but it must have, surely. It was a bit weird. Technology, it's a wonderful thing, isn't it? When it works. Almost weekend again. Can you believe it? Ridiculous. Comes around so fast. The only thing that's good about it is double Grogu Day, isn't it? So happy double Grogu, guys. Happy double Grogu Day. Look at that. Isn't that the cutest? Oh, it's double Grogu Day. And it's actually double Grogu weekend, because as we know, the weekend picture won't be as good. See where we're up to in the book. Actually, a long way in now. Look at that. It's because I read a page rather than a joke. If I only read a joke a day, we'd still be at the beginning. We would. Where are we up to? Oh, nobody told me who. Oh, Marie Kondo. Somebody put something about Marie, and I thought, what are they talking about? And it just suddenly reminded me. I ate really well while I was pregnant with my daughter, so I figure her eating only fruit snacks for 9 months will balance out. The gym we go to as childcare for up to 90 minutes. Dropping my kids off. Bye, babies. Love you. Them. Have a nice workout, Mum. Me. Showers for 90 minutes. It should be more illegal to give kids maple syrup than drugs or alcohol. Why? What's wrong with maple syrup? I don't get that at all. It's just because it's sweet. I don't know. Oh, this headache. I just wish it'd go. I've taken tablets. Took them this morning as well, and it's as I sat down, it just sort of had this kind of head attack, you know, where it just went pound, 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 and then it diminished, and I thought that was odd. That's why I said if I die. You know why? It's not normal headache. Anyway, I think I've babbled away long enough in the corner. I really want to see if that's frozen. You have to tell me, because I probably won't watch it. I haven't got the time, you know. Life is so busy. It really is. And I want to get to grips with these swatches. I want to figure out which one. There's a couple of yarns there that are very similar in. Obviously, like there's similar colours within it. And then when you see the other colours, that's the difference. But if you look at the ball at the same point, then you think they're very similar. So if you get my drift. And so I don't know which ones. But I think the names might ring a bell. Hopefully, anyway. And I'll be able to figure it out. Anyway, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.